last game I want to talk about was the Thursday game, and it's not so much the game itself, although it was exciting to see the Colts come back and Reggie Wayne catch that game-winning touchdown pass. So the Colts moved to 2-13 with that win over the Texans. The Texans all of a sudden look like obviously incredibly beatable there in the playoffs because T.J. Yates is T.J. Yates. I think all of these teams would rather have Donovan McNabb, but evidently NFL executives don't feel the same way. So the Colts are 2-13. If the Colts win next week and they get the Jaguars next week, and the Rams win, and the Rams get the Niners in a game that might not matter, it might matter for the Niners, but it might not matter. And tough for the Rams to beat the Niners in any case. The Colts lose the #1 pick. So let's just be clear. You've had this, Peyton Manning's out for the year. You have this horrific, miserable season for a franchise that wins double-digit wins every year, has a Super Bowl. For the love of God, lose this game. Like, it's not complicated. Lose this game. Get that pick. Get Andrew Luck. Get him. If you don't want him, trade him, but don't trade him. Keep him, move Peyton, have Peyton play one more year, then move Peyton. Somebody will give you mate. For the love of God, don't win this game.
Should they start Curtis Painter?
Let me make this point very clear to Jim Caldwell. Jim, are you listening to me? Do not win this game. It's inexcusable to go 3-13. What? And I know it's tough because you got to go out there and you got to tell, like, you know, you got to tell Jeff Saturday and you got to tell Reggie Wayne and these sort of proud veterans and Pierre Garçon and you know, and this is how out of it I am with the Colts. Who's the lineman? Dwight Freeney. I haven't mentioned Dwight Freeney all year because the Colts are so irrelevant, right?
No one has.
You got to tell Dwight Freeney, these sort of proud, solid, stand-up veterans, hey, man, I don't want to win this game. It is better for us to lose this game. So, yeah, I don't know. I start Curtis Painter. I just, you know, I mean, it's not like you got to bench Dan Orlovsky because you don't want to win. It seems funny. But, man, do not, I don't know what you do, but don't win this game. Don't do it.
So let's talk about what we were talking about before we went on the show. If the Colts win and the Rams get the #1 pick, what was your proposed deal that they should do?
Andrew Luck is special, and I would not, I have expected to see more growth from Sam Bradford. That doesn't mean that it won't come, but it hasn't come. And he obviously has been hurt a lot.
To reiterate JR's point, though, he has had zero protection.
Okay, I got it, but he's also been hurt. You know, Troy Aikman had zero protection. Some guys, Sam Bradford got hurt in college, and he got hurt in the NFL. So, and he hasn't looked sensational. He's had crappy wide receivers, but there are moments when he looks lousy. It certainly doesn't look like the progress is what we thought it would be. And the other times when I thought early last year after the Rams beat the Redskins last season, I thought, this guy's just such a player. This is a stud quarterback emerging, and I think he probably is. I think if you got Andrew Luck, you trade Sam Bradford right now, where you'll unquestionably get, you know, in a draft, like you talk about
probably a first-round pick.
Oh, no question. A team in the top 10, any team that's like the team. I bring it up because I know a lot about them. You bring up the Redskins. Shanahan was in love with Bradford beforehand. The Redskins were at the 5, wanted to move up to 1, and they couldn't do it. The Redskins need a quarterback. They need a franchise quarterback. You don't think the Redskins give up a significant player and their #8 pick and maybe another pick down the road for Bradford? I think they do it. I think you do it. You go with Andrew Luck, and it's not saying I don't want Sam Bradford. It's saying something magical has fallen in here, and now we have this great trade chip also. Do it.
Who would be that player? Who would be that player that they would trade?
I don't know. You get a, I don't know who the Redskins determine. You get a significant, you get a LeBron Landry. You get a real player. That's a lot to give up. A terrific safety. But I'm saying the Rams who need depth, you get depth on the offensive line, or you just get picks. The Redskins give them a 1, a 2, and a 3, and the Rams move on, stock up on players, manage to add Andrew Luck and a significant player. Bradford's worth a lot.
You could do it like the Bears and Broncos did it for Jay Cutler. You could do a first-round pick this year and a second-round pick this year and a first-round pick next year.
Sure, totally. Yeah, that's exactly right. And you find a team who's willing to do that. I think you do it, and you have Andrew Luck because I think there's something special there. So anyway, that's how I'd handle that.